Hey guys, welcome to the Next Level Mamas podcast. I'm here to encourage and empower you to create a life that you love as you head toward your own next level. Now, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to Next Level Mamas podcast. Now, we are off and running this week on our 2023 goals. This is a passion of mine to help people just to work your brain around your goals, because the only thing stopping us is our brains. Now, I find there are quite a few really good ways to have accountability. That's what we're going to talk about today. I mentioned last week how when you have some sort of money involved, that is one way you will really increase your ability to show up. I actually reached out to my Holy Yoga instructor. Now, Holy Yoga is one of those things that I need, like really need in more ways than one. I need the flexibility and the strength that a person can obtain through yoga. I need the quieting of my mind in the practice of yoga. There is a connection to my creator during Holy Yoga that comes through the voice of my instructor. The group of ladies also are an amazing group to just be in the presence of. Now remember, we are the average of the people we spend time with. This is why it's so important. And these are really high quality ladies in indescribable ways. I really feel like I'm a better person after being in their presence. Now, so why do I have so much trouble making it to yoga? I've never even regretted going, not even once. That is my burning question. It is one that I am overcoming in 2023. Now, I reached out to my instructor and I have made a pact. My goal is not for perfection of once a week all year long or anything like that, though that would be perfect. And I'm not saying that's impossible, but I've decided on my minimum baseline of 3 times each month. If I don't show up for yoga at least 3 times in a month, at the end of that month, I will pay her $20 the first time. Now, I will raise the amount for the second time and so on. Now, I also know $20 isn't much, but it's just enough to be annoying to myself for not showing up. Now, I will keep y'all posted on that progress. I have really high, I just know I'm going to make it there. That is an example of a small money pact for a goal. Now, I actually coached a wonderful woman this last year, and we had a small money pact. She was wanting to get herself to do her journaling homework, and she would pay me $25. And if she journaled her goal of 5 days a week, she would get her money back. It was simple. Back and forth, the money went. Now, I've done this also with weight loss people. Meet your small goal and get some money refunded. It's just a little incentive to keep you going. You have a little skin in the game. Now, most importantly, it's measurable. Either you do the things or you don't. There's absolutely nothing mysterious about it. Everyone knows if the job is done. Now, you can do this with the glass rock jar, like I talked about in the previous podcast. My glass rock jar is filling up, by the way. Each time I get up the first time to my alarm, I plop a really pretty blue glass rock in my jar. Now, I'm doing it right now to where I decide the night before what time my time to wake up will be, and then I just have to follow through. I may get to where I do the same time each day like some other people. I don't know. What I do know is that this is actually working for me. Now, this would work for your weight loss. Like plan your food the night before, follow through, earn a pretty glass rock. The other version is a little bit opposite, is having an urge to eat off of that plan, but then you allow that urge and then you get a glass rock for that. And you have the urge to eat. You see the cookie and you're like, oh, I really want that cookie. You have that urge feeling, but then you just allow it and you talk to yourself, have a little conversation about how we're not having the cookie today. We planned for a plan that's healthy that doesn't have a cookie today. I can have a cookie on another day. You have the full conversation. So you're not just in resistance, like, no, bad cookie. You're not in resistance. You're just allowing it, having a conversation. And then at the end of that, you stay on your plan, you get your glass rock. Now, find yourself having the urge to look at your cell phone while you're driving in the car, but you know you want to stop that habit. You can put a little glass jar in your car, and after every drive, if you don't pick up your phone, then you can put a glass rock in your jar. I know this sounds silly, but guys, this works. Another one, you want to stop saying rude comments or sarcastic remarks, because that's an urge. If you want to quit saying sarcastic remarks, maybe to your spouse or being rude, use a jar and reward yourself whenever you get that urge, but you don't do it. You maybe change it and be like, you know what, he's a really good guy. I really do love him, and this is why. Divert your attention and remember how wonderful that person is instead of saying that rude or sarcastic remark. Then you get a glass rock in your jar. We are recreating some better habits. We are going to our next level in this year, and you can use this glass rock in a jar kind of thing for really any habit that you're wanting to create or even break. Use your imagination. This will come in good for this year. Now, another thing that I am involving is my daily 1 mile run. At the end of every day's mile, I am actually capturing a picture of the treadmill screen or my running app, whether it's cold or warm outside will depend. So far, it's been the treadmill, guys. It's been cold outside. So I am capturing a picture at the end of the treadmill screen that has my 1 mile and my time, and I am sending that photo to an accountability partner. Now, I know also that I've mentioned my Win Streak app. It's a totally free app where you put in your 3 wins for the day, 3 or more. You can do as many as you want. And then you also enter in your predictions of what your win is going to be the next day. You can actually send your wins and the next day's plans to an accountability partner also. I'm actually going to find someone to do this with. I haven't asked anyone yet, but I am going to find someone that I can do that with. It will make me more accountable with creating great wins in every day, plus setting up my next day's wins also. Even if it's getting laundry done or meals prepped, those are wins. It doesn't have to be monumental. You don't have to run a marathon. It doesn't have to be monumental to anybody. It just has to mean something to me. Now, these are just a few simple ideas. Obviously, I do one-on-one coaching, and I'm available to really get you set up and winning in this year. Putting some skin in the game through paying someone to help you takes a lot of the pressure off of you trying to do it all on your own. Reach out to me through direct message on social media, Next Level Mamas, or on my website, nextlevelmamas.com. I do free consult calls for absolutely anybody who's interested, just to see what it looks like to have your very own life coach. We aren't meant to do life alone. We are created to continue to find our next level in life and to go all in. Now, next week, I will be announcing our end of January free training to have a check-in with your goals. Find out where you are. It will be interactive where you can attend, you can ask questions, and get some solid help. Even if you feel stuck or already feel like you've blown the whole year, show up and you will for sure leave refreshed and ready to win the game you're in as you are heading to your own next level. Remember also, for the free resource for this podcast, go to my website, nextlevelmamas.com/podcast, and you can get a download for the information and maybe some journaling prompts that would go along with these exercises that I'm discussing. Now, that is all I have for you today, and I will talk at you next week. Thank you for listening to this episode of Next Level Mamas, where we are out to win the level we are in and move into our own next level. For more information on coaching with me, please visit nextlevelmamas.com/create your life. See you next week.